I built up. Welcome everyone. $20 or more, you get to choose your deck, just like we do it. Well, we've been doing that for the past week. Keep in mind, my readings are by donation, so the more you donate, the more information you get. There is no set price for readings. All the information is at the top of the chat in my pinned comment. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. PayPal, Chime, Cash, not Cash App, but Apple Cash, yeah. Is all I accept. I do not take Cash App, guys. If you send by Apple Cash, please let me know. That way I can go in and check. It's not going to just notify me. I got to go in and check. Rachel. Is it Rachel or Rachel? Make sure I'm saying it right. Okay, Rachel. I believe that's how you say it, but let me know if it's Rachel or Rachel. Remember, guys, $20 or more, my loves, you can choose your own deck here. Okay, $20 or more, my loves, you get to choose your own deck. Okay, if you want to know on information, please take a look at the top of the chat. There is a bubble full of information on how things work here. Okay, $20 or more, you get to choose your own deck. Okay, Victoria, yep, I received yours. You will be after Rochelle, baby, okay? You will be after Rochelle. Okay, which deck would you like? And when you say you want to know about your love life, can you be more specific, my love? $20 or more, you get to choose your own, whichever one you want for your reading. If not, I will choose the regular schmegular deck that I use on my profile, which is this one. Beautiful, beautiful. You're so beautiful. $20 or more, you get to choose your own deck, my loves. Ladies and gentlemen, the way it will work, if I have to call you more than 3 times, then I'm going to have to move on to the next person. Okay? I'm not going to keep calling and calling you. Once you send your donation, please stay in the chat. Okay? And if not, you can let me know ahead of time. That way I know, and you can tell me your question and I can just answer it. Because this live will be posted. So when I'm done with the live, you will be able to go back on my YouTube channel and listen to your reading. Okay? But do not just leave and then I'm calling you. Your reading will be skipped without any information, okay? Hi, Seneca. How are you, baby? Okay, Rachel. Okay, $20 or more, my loves. You get choose your own deck, okay? $20 or more. Choose which deck you want. If not, I will be using my regular smegular deck. Okay, that I use on my channel all the time. All right, Rachel, what is your question here in regards to your love life? You say you were dealing with the Virgo, baby. What exactly would you like to know? Of course, my dear. Happy 4th. Well, if you're in the United States, you know, happy 4th. Hi, my baby. Eli, how are you, baby? How are you? How's it going? On this laid-back Sunday. I don't know. I just love Sundays. It's just always about food and sleeping. Food and sleep. It's just one of those peaceful days. I don't know what it is about a Sunday that's so peaceful. Okay. Would like to know the outcome between me and the Virgo, my baby. I need to know this person's name. If you ask me about someone, please give me a name. Okay. I don't know their name. You can't just say, you know, a certain sign with no name. Okay. Remember, guys, $20 or more, you get to choose your own deck, my love. Okay, if not, I will be choosing the deck that I always use on my profile here, my dears. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Right? The outcome between you and the Virgo. Oh my God. I'm going to have to skip your reading, um, Rachel, because I have to keep asking for information, bits and pieces, and these things should already be supplied whenever asked. Victoria, go ahead and type your question. Please, guys, make sure you have your mind right when you get a reading here, okay? Make sure you ask, you include your person's name. Do not just give me a sign. If I'm going to do a reading, I need the person's name, guys, okay? Please have your question ready to go, or I am going to be skipping you. And you will have to wait until everyone else is done before I do yours, because it's not fair to other people who follow directions. They have their question ready, and then you holding everybody up because I had to keep calling you. Okay? Please have your information ready when I call on you. Someone's so beautiful. Remember, guys, $20 or more, you get to choose your own deck here, my loves. Okay, it's going to be $20 or more. Okay? If not, then I will just use my regular smegular deck here. Okay? To answer your question. Beautiful, beautiful. If you send by Apple Cash, please let me know, because I will not see it. I will have to go in there and check. If you send by Apple Cash, you have to let me know, baby, okay? Thank you. Christopher, where are things going for Rachel and Christopher here? Where is it going for Rachel and this man, Christopher, in love? Where is it going? What is your sign, Rachel? Where is it headed for Rachel and Christopher here? Okay, so the first card I have here is the Five of Cups, okay? I do feel like you and him are going to reconcile, okay? Because I know you said that you disconnected from this man, okay? But I do see you and this individual will reconnect. I feel like you will reconnect somewhere within the next 3 weeks, okay? Once again, y'all, I don't know if y'all not listening. Please give me a name. And I'm not trying to sound like a bitch, but it is aggravating when I have to keep asking the same question. When you when you put your question, please tell me your person's name. I need a first name to do a reading. Do not just tell me Aquarius. Do not tell me Virgo. I do not know who that is. Okay? I keep saying the same thing the whole live. And y'all just sitting there listening to me and not and not listening really. It's like going through one ear, not the other. I need a name, guys, okay? You will get your reading skipped if I have to keep calling. All right, Rachel and Christopher, where's things headed here? Because we know you will reconcile, baby. You will, okay? I do feel like there's some sort of regrets and whatnot. He may be feeling regretful for how things went down with you or whatever he did, okay? He's definitely still obsessed with you. You have the devil flying out here. I don't know if this is like a boyfriend for you or whatever the case may be. But I do feel like he is making plans to reconnect with you. But I don't know if I really like the devil here. It does show he has this attachment to you still. or he has an attachment to something that he's trying to maybe get away from. And that could be anything with the Three of Wands, the Devil, okay? In order to like come back to you or come towards you here, okay? Remember, guys, $20 or more, you get your own, to choose your own deck. Yeah, Eli, let everybody know, because if people want to act, you know, whatever they want to act, you're going to get straight up skipped. You're going to get straight up skipped, so that's on you. Make sure you include the information, the first name of whoever you might be asking about, okay? Where's it headed? Okay, Ace of Swords for Rachel and Christopher. So things will be healed with this person. Things will be healed with Mr. Christopher, but to be honest with you, I feel like there's something wrong with him. Like, I feel like there's something deep-seated. It seems like there's some kind of shadow work that he still needs to do, okay? Yeah, I feel like there's something karmic, something he needs to heal from, you know, something like that. Okay. And it feels like it might take him some time to free himself from whatever this is, okay? Because a Six of Wands reverse means that this can't go the distance, this can't be successful until he does that work, okay? Until he corrects whatever it is that he needs to correct, okay? You know, Six of Wands reverse can be somebody who, you know, has ego issues, somebody who, okay, you know, self-esteem problem, you know, they don't, you know, something about their image that they don't like about themselves, their lifestyle, I don't care what it is. So although there will be a reconciliation, I just feel like he may not necessarily be good for you just yet. It may take additional time. I'm getting like, you say he's a Virgo, like, yeah, I definitely feel like fall time is when he would be, you know, better, hopefully. But yeah, fall time is when he should be better, Rachel. But right now, I feel like he could only take you through the same kind of cycle here. Okay. Remember, guys, $20 or more, my loves, you get to choose your own deck, okay? Yeah, you have the Nine of Swords. So again, you know, I just think that dealing with him, there was a lot of stress, anxiety, you know, restlessness kind of energy. And it could be because of whatever he got going on, whatever he's tied to, whatever he needs to change about his situation or himself, okay? I just feel like that's gonna potentially happen again until he corrects himself, okay? Simple as that. And you have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. So it just feels like something that you may already know is wrong with him, that maybe he's not necessarily speaking on or saying to you directly, but you can feel it intuitively, okay? Bottom deck is the Nine of Wands. Okay, so I feel like you've been sick and tired of him. You've been in some kind of cycle with him. Yeah. So I just think the same thing will happen until he fixes it. So don't put all your eggs in one basket with him. Okay. You know, there may be some forms of clarity, you know, reconciliation within the next 3 weeks, though. But you might want to give this person until, I'm hearing, at least by the end of the year before he's going to really hopefully get his mind right here. I can never repay you. Rachel and Christopher. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts, forgiveness. Forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. Yeah, so it's telling you to detach with love to clearly see the truth about him. So I just feel like he's not good for you right now, Rachel. Whatever he got going on, he's not good enough. Okay? So don't ignore the red flag. You know, you see this flag right here? Ain't that motherfucker red? Hold on, let me see. Yep. Well, look, it's red and white, but it still counts. So I feel like you ignored quite a few red flags when it comes to Mr. Christopher. Don't ignore them anymore. Okay? He needs to fix something. Don't dismiss the red flags, it says. You say you're Aquarius, and he is Virgo. Ooh. So it feels remorse. Strictly sexual. So it's possible he really could come towards you sexually within this next 3 weeks. Yeah. Okay, so what we did, Rachel. Victoria is next. If you send my Apple Cash, please let me know. My babies, please let me know. That way I can go check because it will not tell me. Okay. So Victoria, baby, you are up next. Hi, Tamika. How are you? Okay, this is for Emerson. Okay, what is your sign? Okay, I would ask if he's coming back to you and what that looks like. Okay, because you basically asked 3 questions in one. And for what you donated, I cannot give you 3 answers. Okay, but I will just answer if he's coming back to you. Okay. Remember, guys, the more you donate, the more of a detail and an answers you receive. That is how the readings work over here, okay? Please make sure that you are putting your person's first name whenever you ask me a question about somebody, please. Thank you very much. Ooh, Tamika, don't put a new picture in now, honey. Ooh, Lord. Tamika got her a new picture, baby. Okay. All right, Victoria. Is Emerson coming back to Victoria? Is Emerson coming back to Victoria? Okay, he is coming back. I do feel that. Is he healing? Is Emerson coming back to Victoria? Emerson. Yes, he is coming back, my dear. I feel like this would happen by potentially August, okay? But yeah. I'm getting that a month, within a month, okay? Like by, yeah, August. He is coming back. He is going to choose to come back to you with the Lovers. And it does seem like he may be more aligned with you by that time, okay? With the Lovers energy. Well, notice you said we've seen the red flags with an S at the end. So more than likely, I mean, it was more than one that, you know, maybe initially you just, okay, whatever, you know, couple red flags. But maybe the flags kept getting redder and redder. And you're like, oh, fuck, well, let me leave him alone. Okay. So yeah, don't ignore them. If you feel it intuitively, he does have red flags. Yeah, don't get involved with him until he works on himself, and God knows how long that could take, but you know, it's possible right now within the energy by fall time, but I wouldn't hold my breath like I told you before. Yeah, Leo season is significant, honey, for when Emerson is gonna come back. Okay. And Leo season starts, was it the 23rd of this month? I think it does. Yeah. So it could be anywhere from, like, the last week of July up until the end of Leo season in August, okay? Eli, please let the chat know if my live freezes. It's not that I'm not here. Okay. I use my phone so I can check like PayPal and Apple Cash and stuff too. So that's what's going on. Yeah, whenever you see the red flags, guys, honestly, one is good enough, but it just depends on what kind of red flag it is sometimes. But if you notice a pattern, I would say, and you seeing it repeatedly, then yeah, that's a problem. Okay. Sometimes it's all about pattern recognition, you know, at the end of the day. When see Eli, can you let Victoria know that she might be glitching, cause or lagging? She need to come out and come back in, because she said hi like she not hearing the reading or something. Cause I already did the reading, but I understand sometimes people may be lagging on, like the video may be a little behind for some people. Guys, baby, please remember, $20 or more, get your own deck here, okay? I'm only going to be on live for maybe about 30 more minutes, and then I'm going to just call it a day, okay? You're very welcome. Our anniversary is the end of this month. Okay, well, that makes a lot of sense for why he will come back around that time. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. That is Leo Shijon. I will be closing up in the next 10 minutes, guys, okay, because it's very slow. It's a Sunday, and I'm not going to be up on here um, with it this slow. So 10 more minutes, and I will be off of here, guys, okay? So remember, $20 or more gets you your own deck, okay? My readings are by donation. There is no specific amount. The more you donate, the more information you shall receive, okay? $20 or more gets you your own deck. I'm only on here for the next 10 minutes. Cash, well, not Cash App, but Apple Cash, Chime, and shit, what's the other one? What's that other one? Shit. um PayPal, right? PayPal, Apple Cash, and Chime. Yep. No Cash App, guys. No Cash App. Damn, why everybody coming in here asking about a damn Virgo? What the hell? Good luck with them mugs. Now they ain't in demand. They must not be doing right because people keep asking like, "What's going on with them?" They must not be doing right at all. That is crazy. Okay, so what's her name? Virgos irritate the soul out of me. The men. Just aggravating as heck. For no damn reason. A Virgo is definitely not in demand for me. All right, guys. So that's her name, Tiara. Let me see. All right, Tiara. Choose your deck, honey. People who love earth signs tend to have like a lot of water in their chart, to be honest with you. Like if you really like earth signs like that, it's probably because you either got, no, baby, this is your reading, honey. I want this to be for you. Just choose whichever deck you feel drawn to. Angel fucking with a Virgo too. So, I don't know. Usually you have like some water or earth placements in your chart. Hey, Vibrant. That make you want to deal with earth signs, okay? But to me, they're aggravating as fuck. Dating wise. I'm all aired out here though. My eyes have never seen someone so beautiful, so much charm, so much glitter. You're the first time each day. No, I don't. I mean, I would say most of the time, yeah, I probably do a live on Sunday, but it's not like a every single Sunday thing. Nah. Okay, please understand, guys. It's $20 or more to get you your own deck. Okay. Okay, so Colby, you want to know what is the true nature of this connection between Tiara and Colby. What is the true nature of the connection between Tiara and Colby? What is your sign, Tiara? Okay, well, I would say you and him are definitely very, I feel like you have a lot of chemistry with each other, like a lot, okay? But as I always tell people, chemistry does not equal compatibility, okay? Especially in the things that matter, you know, your values, your morals, and whatnot. It depends on what kind of career question you have, okay? Because I don't answer like certain ones, such as like, you know, how do I goddamn get a raise or some shit like that. I cannot tell you that, okay? That's, you can talk to your boss about that. Okay, but if you have questions like, you know, what career would suit me best, you know, am I gonna get the job, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, stuff like that I could do. All right, yeah, so I feel like, Tara, you know, the nature of your connection seems to be like passionate. There's a big spark. There's a lot of attraction physically between the both of you. You know, you guys have this amazing chemistry, but I feel like you guys also, I feel like there is also some kind of interference here in a way with the Five of Wands. So I don't know if you have other love interests or he might have other people that he's kind of like flirting with or something like that. It feels like the connection is more superficial right now. And that's until if I pull something that shows me that there's more than just like passion, right? Wands, you have all wands on their table. Wands and tarot is all about the fire. It's the fire element. That's the passion, you know, the energy, right? The spicy. Yeah, stuff like that. Okay. The chemistry. The spark. Okay. Now, if we want to know if this is something that's deeper than that, we would want to look for cups, right? And if something has a potential for stability and not just, you know, passionate but not being enduring, we would want to look for earth, like pentacles, okay? I like to say a combination for a healthy long-term situation. Not just like one element completely. All right. But yeah, I feel like the true nature of your connection, that's what it's showing up as, Tiara. Okay. So whether you notice or not, he may have people that he kind of flirts with or whatever, because I see you guys flirt a lot, but there may be interference with this Five of Wands here on your side, his side, you both, whatever. But it just seems very lighthearted. It doesn't feel like there's any particular intention right now, right this second, for something serious between the both of you. Okay, it's kind of like, well, we're just having fun, going with the flow, Eight of Wands, wherever the fucking wind takes us. You know, we just get to know each other. You know, we like flirt with each other. We like talking a lot. We like texting, sexting, whatever the hell y'all do. Okay, it looks like that's the overall nature right now. Okay, there's a strong sense of like, you know, I love being around you. I love talking to you. Like, this is amazing type of thing. Okay, so let's see what his true feelings are that would be different. Okay, What are Kobe's true, ooh, okay, feelings for Tiara, please? Kobe's true feelings for the Knight of Wands again. So right now, this is confirming to me that his interest in you is primarily physical. It's superficial, you know. He's attracted to you, but the Knight of Wands is typically the card of, you know, I'm interested. I think you're hot. I love what we have going on. I want to fuck you, okay? I want to have sex with you. I want to have a good time, but I'm not going to commit right now. Okay, the Knight of Wands is like the last person who would commit in the deck, okay? Um, and we have this Queen of Wands once again as his current feelings. Hold on, y'all. I'm talking to my daughter. Give me a second. All right. Sorry. Okay. But yeah, Miss Tiara. So how he feels about you is mostly a feeling of passion. Okay. I don't think that he's feeling any kind of romantic feelings or having romantic intent right now with you. Okay. So he probably even has like committal issues. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. You know, it's like, so, okay, so I just heard I'm here for a good time and not a long time. Okay, so yeah, he wants to have a good time with you and he wants to keep things like lighthearted. So let's say you were to start talking about heavier things such as like, you know, relationship and feelings, he would be bolting. Okay, more than likely he will be bolting, even though he's very charming and he could potentially say certain things, but his action is just not going to reflect that he's serious right now. Okay. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil. Okay. The World. Yeah, so the World, you know, I know it don't look like it, but this card is also somebody who's naked. Okay. So I just kind of feel like this card always comes off to me with these kind of cards. Like he's interested in like superficial, you know, physical connections right now. And he has much more evolving to do before he would be ready for something else. Okay. He's just one of those guys who's still like in the 3D and he needs to evolve spiritually. Okay. Because right now it seems like that kind of lifestyle is fun to him, you know. That's what he finds fulfilling. The World is a card of a fulfillment. Okay. The Fool as well. So this is him being the type of person who just wants, you know, to have fun and he's off to the next adventure, because the Fool is like a spontaneous, adventurous, always looking for the next hookup, the next fun type of energy. Okay. Queen of Swords, yeah. So he's completely disconnected from his emotions. He's completely disconnected from relationships. He just wants sex. He wants a casual situation. And now we have the Shadow card coming out. So the Shadow card has a lot to do with your shadow side, right? Like I was just telling you, he needs to work on himself. Okay? Because at his big age, if all he finds fulfilling is sleeping with random people and fucking around, and he thinks that's the best life for him, To each their own, but yeah, he has way more evolving to do, honey. Okay. For sure. So with intuition at the bottom of the deck, spirit is trying to warn you, listen to your intuition. You know, um, do not discredit your intuition in any way, shape, or form. Okay. Page of Wands, you got all this Wands energy when it comes to him. All passion, all spark, but no real commitment. Okay. So you don't, no matter how charming he is, because I feel like he is, um, even if he tells you, oh, I mean, because he could like you, right? But you could like a friend, that doesn't mean that your feelings are, deep. Um, I would just make sure I'm watching his actions and not listening to his words, okay? Now, is that you? Are you the mysterious deactivated account or no? All right, let's see. Tiara, did you have any other questions about Mr. Kobe before I move forward here? Yeah, you're going to be next. Okay, yeah, so you have unavailable. This person is unable to give you all you deserve. Tiara, release. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you to let go because he's just not what you need. Okay. Yeah, I'm still open. All right. And what's your name again? Martin I. What's your first name again? Marissa. Okay. Can you let me know which deck you want, baby? Thank you. So much charm, so much class. Such a natural feeling. So what is your question? It's a two what? Parter? What's next for Marissa in career next 3 months, within the next 3 months? What's next for her career, Marissa? What's next for Marissa in her career in the next 3 months? And when you say career, Marissa, um, are you currently in a career? Because some people say career, but then they work in a regular 9 to 5 job. So are you actually in a career, or this is about a job, or what Are you in school? What is the deal? Okay, well, I can answer what they are like. Now, how you will meet and all the extra ones, you would have to send more for that, okay? But I can answer generally what they will be like. Marissa's career over the next 3 months. Marissa. Marissa's career over the next 3 months. So I feel like you're juggling something here, Marissa. Yeah, Two of Pentacles, you're juggling something. Okay. You know, the King of Wands, he's very driven, he's confident, he's all these things. And I do feel like there's something that you're trying to like manifest or to make happen over the next 3 months. And I don't know what exactly that is, but he's someone who is like goal oriented. So there's a certain goal that you're planning over the next 3 months that you're trying to do. That I do feel like you're going to be achieving here, because the Six of Wands shows this is about victory, success, recognition. Okay, this is something that maybe even like you feel is a big win for you. Okay, this could be promotion, a raise, you know, maybe a better opportunity coming your way. Six of Wands. Okay, so whatever it is. Oh, y'all, hold on. See, that's a sign. Whenever I sneeze during somebody's reading, that's like there's a wish fulfillment coming in for you. Okay, because when you say bless you, that's a wish fulfillment. And as soon as I say that, you have the Nine of Cups as well. So whatever it is that you've been wanting to happen or to manifest for yourself, I see that. Thank you. I see that happening within the next 3 months. Okay. Marissa's career over the next 3 months, because it seems like over the next 3 months you seem like you are very like resourceful. You seem like you are somebody who knows what you want, how to get it, how to do it. You know, you're using all the resources that you have available to you in order to manifest your goal. And the good thing is, it's not that you just making the goal, but you are also achieving the goal. Okay, with the Six of Wands and Nine of Cups. Yep. So you will need to also make sure that you're being adaptable, because the Two of Pentacles sometimes can talk about juggling multiple things. You know, there's a few things you want to do. You're just going to have to pace yourself, obviously, and which one is the most important for you to prioritize whatever is most important. Okay. But I do feel like you'll be able to eventually sort things out here. Okay. Marissa's career over the next 3 months. Let me get one more card. Marissa's career over the next 3 months. Yep. Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like you're going to need to also be patient with yourself, because I do feel like at times you will, it's not like you're getting fully overwhelmed, but you may feel a little like busy, like, damn, I have so much to do, I gotta do this. Okay. But I feel like Spirit is also confirming that you will be able to handle whatever it is coming your way. Okay. And you just need to just be patient with yourself, the process, because even when you do, what did you say? You say find a higher paying job with less responsibility. Okay. So that could be what, you know, because you said less responsibility. So I feel like maybe initially over the next 3 months is not less responsibility just yet. Okay. So that's where the being adaptable, okay, and being patient with yourself, putting that work in that you need to put in, and reaping the rewards later on, perhaps later on during the year. is going to be important. Okay. But just know you are definitely getting closer into achieving what it is that you ultimately want to achieve. Um, Especially within business here, Queen of Pentacles, because I do see you being a resourceful person at the end of the day. So you can handle it. You got this. Look, I'm going to tell you one thing. My mom was a Cancer, and it's one thing about her, she could do whatever the hell she wanted. My mom used to work, I think she used to work damn 3 jobs. Okay, because she used to do like a, some, I used to call it a pyramid scheme, but she used to do some business shit, and then she was a bartender, and then she was working at, as a waitress at a pancake house. My mom was crazy. Okay, so I feel like that's kind of how I'm seeing you, Marissa. Like, Spirit is like, look, you may have a lot to do over these next 3 months, but you're gonna do it effortlessly. Like, you got this. You can handle it. Okay, you know what to do here, Queen of Pentacles and the Magician. I don't even know how the hell my mom, managed to do all that shit. But the thing about her is she used to love it. Like, she didn't care. She do her little pancake job in the daytime, her bartending at night, and then on her off days between those 2 jobs, she would do business stuff. So yeah, I learned all that stuff from her. I learned how to be the same exact way. Sometimes I just juggle so much stuff. Like, I juggle my YouTube channel, my Instagram, and then I do personal readings, and then I gotta be a mom, and I just do a bunch of shit on a daily basis. But I learned it from my mom, and I'm happy I did. Or else, most people in my shoes probably would lose their goddamn mind. They would. Um, Let me know if you want me to send more for the love question. Yeah, you're gonna have to if you want details on where you're gonna meet and all the extra other stuff. Let's see. Who will Marissa have her next serious relationship with? Marissa. Okay, so the message we have here about them is finances. It says money problems, work, material things, success. So this person is probably very focused on money when you meet them. Okay, that's not necessarily meaning that they don't have money, but perhaps they're like a workaholic, or maybe when you meet them, they may not be have it all together. Okay. All right, you will be after my love. Okay. Who is going to be Marissa's future love partner? Actually, no. I have Melissa after my current reading right now, and then it's going to be Ellie. Is it Ellie? There's going to be Charity. Sorry. Charity will be after Melissa. Marissa's next serious partner. What will they be like, please? The World is how they're going to be. How will Marissa's next serious partner be like as a person? Okay, so I feel like your next partner is definitely somebody who has a lot of goals, just like you. I feel like he definitely is someone who makes long-term plans. He's a planner. He's not somebody who does things like in the moment or random. He plans things, okay? Yeah. I feel like he might like to travel as well with the World. I feel like even if he doesn't travel like that, it's like he makes plans in the future of like trips. He likes to plan like trips, vacations, even if it's like a year in advance. He's always doing stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I do feel like this is somebody who takes their their life seriously, first of all, okay? Because it's people out here who don't, they play around, they do not care about their life like that, and I feel like he does. Okay. He is somebody who is responsible, financially responsible. Um, he seems to be like a reliable guy. He seems to be trustworthy, and he expects his partner to be the same way. Okay. Marissa's next serious partner, please, as a person. Marissa's next serious partner as a person. So you have the Nine of Cups. So yeah, I feel like this person, I keep hearing. So typically this person would just feel like money, money, money is everything. But I feel like there's something spiritual about this person. It's like they've been walking down a spiritual path before they meet you. Like, it's something about them having a spiritual path of like being more spiritually aware and finding the value in things like more than just the materialistic things. Like, he's the type of person, I feel like he's definitely like evolving into someone who finds value in other things in life, than just money. Okay. Because I do feel like in a past life, he was like that. Okay. But now he's coming into this energy to where he's ready to change that. Okay. I know you want it to be the guy that you asked me about, but I'm not going to tell you that it's just him, because it could be anybody with a Pisces placement. This guy could have a Pisces moon, rising Venus. Okay, so I'm not going to get into signs just yet until I see like a real pattern here. Okay. But yeah, I would feel like this person, first of all, is more so like more earthy. He's not like that emotional. I feel like he's more earthy in how he goes about his day-to-day relationships. So I feel like he's very methodical. He's like a laid-back guy in relationships. But at the same time, he takes his commitments seriously, okay? So he's not someone who's going to fuck around. He's going to be consistent. And I think that's one of the things you're going to find attractive about him to begin with, because he's going to give you consistency early on. So there's not going to be any mind games of, oh, they don't know. Like, he's going to text you back. He's going to call you when he say he will. He's going to be a man of his word at the end of the day. Marissa's next serious partner. What is their personality? We have Judgment, which is Scorpio here. Death, which is Scorpio. Yeah, so I feel like your future partner is very hardworking, girl. That keeps coming out. 8 of Pentacles. He's a dedicated dude. And one thing about him is going to take him a little time to trust. Okay. He doesn't just give away trust easily. He feels like that's supposed to be earned, right? Respect is earned. Trust is earned. He's that type of person to where it's like, he's not going to invest in some shit that don't make sense. Okay. So he needs to see effort from you, consistency from you, reliability from you, the way he's giving it to you in order for him to trust you. Okay. Yeah, I do feel like he could be in the beginnings of his career, or like he's very focused, like he's very focused on like bettering himself, and like bettering his life in more than just financially, but also like within like, I don't know, I keep getting traveling for him. And he may not even be the type to just travel, but I feel like he's opening his mind more. He's becoming more open-minded as well. Because the world is here. Death, this is about changes. Judgment, yeah. I feel like he wants to do more than just think about money all day and stuff like that. So I think one of his goals is to travel more, to get out more, okay, and whatnot. So this person, I'm kind of getting this person maybe a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, with some water placements, or a water sign with earth placements, okay? But keep in mind, any of these signs could be Moon, Rising, Venus, okay? The world signs on here is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any sign, okay? But he is somebody who makes good decisions. He makes, he has good judgment. He's able to judge people's character. So like I said, he's just the type of person that what you see is what you get. There is no catch with him. He's straightforward. And one thing for sure is that he has a sense of right from wrong. So it's like he doesn't do stupid shit. Okay? Like, especially when it comes to money, he's the type to invest and save and stuff. Like, he's not gonna be just out here making stupid decisions, buying stupid shit. He's not that type of guy. Okay? If anything, the way he dressed seems to be very like conservative. So he's not even flashy. He's not like into the latest trends. Like, he don't care. He cares more about having building a solid life for himself, okay, and being on his purpose and traveling more, you know, getting out more. That's it. So yeah, he kind of gives me like a little like a Virgo energy, okay. And he is kind of like a perfectionist. So I would say he doesn't do well to like criticism, even though he this is a Virgo thing, because I feel like he could criticize people and tell people where they went wrong, and oh, you know, that you da da da. But when it come to him, he may not take criticism too well. So, oh my God, that is crazy. Okay. He's the type to try to build people up, you know, and help people and try to better people and shit. You know, he is that type of person. Like, he will try to tell people, hey, you know, this is how you do that. Like, this is da da da. And no, you should not. He could be a little, he could come off, I wouldn't just say it's nitpicky. But he ain't gonna lie, that motherfucker think he know everything. Okay, he think he know everything. He a little know-it-all. I think that's one of the things about him that could potentially be a little bit more of a flaw. Okay. But yeah. You don't have to tell me anything, honey. If that's what you feel in your heart and soul, that is him, then it's him. But I don't like to just, oh, well, it's going to be that person, because it could be anybody that you end up meeting that fits that exact description. Okay? So, listen to your intuition. Again, I'm not telling you who it is, because I don't even know who it is. I'm just describing him. You know him. I don't. So, and that's going to be that. So, how will Marissa meet her next serious partner? How will Marissa meet her next serious partner? So you have the Temperance card in the reverse. If you're so confident that it's him, then maybe we should do a reading to confirm that. We should just confirm that, right? And that will take the guesswork out of it. Just give me his name, and then I will check to see if you'll have your next serious relationship with him. Okay, so Temperance, Six of Swords. How will Marissa meet her next serious partner, please? Marissa. What was that? Shit fell on the floor. The Tower. Okay, so again, this is like Scorpio energy. I feel like you're gonna meet this person when you're going through some shit, or when he's going through like a really crazy crisis type shit. Life. Okay. Yeah, there's something about this connection coming up around a time where there's like a big upheaval in your life, or a really big upheaval in his life. Okay. Because Temperance reverse, this is like a lack of harmony. This is, when, your world just feels like it's kind of really out of balance. Okay. Even emotionally. Could meet this person when you're going through like a situation that has you feeling like very unstable emotionally even. Okay. Where will or how will Marissa meet her next serious partner? Okay, so you got the Five of Pentacles, yeah, in the reverse. Yeah, so you're gonna meet him. I mean, this could even be towards like the Sagittarius season. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if this is more towards the end of the year that this happens. Okay. Because I'm getting, 5 months from now takes us to where? Because right now we are July, August, September, October, November. Fuck, I knew it. I damn knew it. It's something that about like towards the end of the year. Okay. Something is going to happen for you. Did you eat that?
Yeah.
Let me see it. Something is going to happen for you or for him during the end of this year, and that is when you will meet each other. You will cross paths during some sort of transition or transformation. Let me see. Eat the rest.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna eat it.
But yeah, and that could be anything. Like it could even be like a loss of a job, someone's going through like a crazy crisis, and then you guys meet each other during that time. Okay. So that's what we got for him, honey. How you will meet. Maybe you guys meet around that time in order to like, I don't know, it's like that situation could bring you guys closer together, that's possible. But where you meet him, to be honest with you, it's not giving me exactly where, but it just feels like it's gonna happen like out of the blue when you least expect it. Okay. Okay, so this is the last question I'm gonna answer, and then I'm going to move forward to Melissa, and then what was the other girl's name? Charity will be after Melissa. Okay. I need the Pisces name. What is his name? Well, I'm not going to just tell you yes or no. I'm going to tell you yes because or no because. I'm going to give you an explanation. Is Tony going to be Marissa's next serious long-term partner? Is Tony going to be Marissa's next serious long-term partner, Marissa? Antonio or Tony? Okay. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups that flew out onto the floor. Is Antonio gonna be Marissa's next serious partner? Is Antonio gonna be Marissa's next serious partner? So we have the Seven of Cups and the World. So with this, I would say it's more of a no. Okay, because the Seven of Cups can point to, yeah, I'm not calling you crazy, but the Seven of Cups can point to illusions, or it's like you're seeing you're seeing things maybe through rose-colored glasses and not necessarily the truth of the situation. So it may not be him, because we also have the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay, the Four of Pentacles in tarot is a no card at the end of the day. Is Antonio going to be Marissa's next serious partner, please? Okay, so you have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So the King of Pentacles in the reverse is oftentimes a man who is not like, because upright, he would be somebody who wants, like, you know, a long-term situation. He's commitment minded and he's traditional, but I just kind of feel like he's not, his mindset is not on like relationship or commitment right now. Okay, so with that being said, it may not be him. Okay, and then you have the Sun, the Fool. Okay, so the Sun is about, you know, clarity. So at some point in time, even though if you're confused right now with him, I feel like eventually you will receive clarity. Okay, you will see the truth of the situation, not through rose-colored glasses, but for what it really is. And I do feel like, yeah, you're going to be moving on with the Fool from this person. I don't feel like it's going to be him. The Five of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So that's a sense of loss, disappointment. This didn't work out for me. So I feel like it may be this person that you end up feeling disappointed by. And then through this experience, the person that you're really going to have your next serious relationship with is going to come in. Because like I said, with your last spread, it was talking about how you're going through some kind of grief, you know, you're sad, something like that. And then you meet this person while you're going through it. Okay. So I feel like this other person is going to come in. And it's almost like this, you know, your happiness would be with somebody else and not with him. Okay. Again, I am getting more of like a earth sign, like a Virgo sun, potentially Taurus sun, Capricorn sun, whatever, that you would have your next serious relationship with. Okay. But this is not telling me that it's indefinitely gonna be him. And even if you were to be with him, the King of Pentacles reverse would suggest that this is someone who could potentially be disloyal, a cheater, a liar. Okay. Somebody who, you know, ultimately may treat you as their possession and not a true equal or partner. He could be controlling, greedy, you know, that type of energy. So even if you do get with this man, it's not going to bring you the fulfillment that you think it will. I feel like your happiness is going to be with somebody else. And I feel like that person is going to come towards the end of the year. And Sagittarius season is very specific. Okay. All right, so Melissa, let me see how much you sent. All right, Melissa, which deck did you want for your reading? What time is it? Because I'm about to close readings. It's 9:45. 9:45. Okay. Melissa, going forward. Marilla, hold on. Because I know you, okay, so it is you. Daniel. Uh, will Melissa and Daniel develop into a serious... Okay, something just fell on the floor. What was that? Will Melissa... 10 of Wands, so I'm going to keep that in mind. Will Melissa and Daniel develop into a serious relationship? Will Melissa and Daniel develop into a serious relationship? Okay, so I feel like, okay, so these are not relationship cards in terms of romance and, you know, being in a long-term situation here with somebody. This more, Six of Cups would be more of like a close friendship. Okay, so I feel like you will like reconcile or have some kind of close friendship or, you know, association with each other. Okay, because I do feel like there is some kind of attachment here. Obviously, you know, the Six of Cups can also be soulmate connections. So I feel like that is what this may evolve into. And, you know, there's something about waiting here. Two of Swords. Okay, that keeps showing up here. You know, waiting, and there's a feeling of wanting to kind of like throw in the towel and give up, but you don't. Okay. Yeah, now we have the Hangman. So I don't know what is the holdup here. Okay. Let me get, I'm probably going to clarify the Eight of Swords for you. Will Melissa and Daniel evolve into a serious long-term relationship? Judgment. Hermit. And the Knight of Wands. Okay, so I don't know why it's kind of like this person, you're waiting in some way, shape, or form for this person to stop being a player or stop waiting, stop, you know, playing the field or some shit like that. Knight of Wands. You know, in some instances, the Knight of Wands and Ten of Wands can be about like traveling, you know, shit like that. But if you're not long distance and it's not like a problem like that, okay, the Knight of Wands is more so pointing to a guy, a man who like is still in, you know, his player phase, okay? So, you know, even though he will feel this pull back to you, it's like there's something about him still wanting to be free, okay, perhaps, and not being necessarily ready yet for a relationship or to make that commitment, okay? Those are the Knight of Wands. He feels like he is what? Knight of Wands. Let me clarify this Eight of Swords. The Strength card. The Five of Swords reversed. The Seven of Swords. Yeah, I feel like it's really a question of him just feeling like he's not ready for a relationship. Okay. He stopped toying with you. Well, even though he stopped toying with you, it could be him staying away from you until he figure out what he want. Because the Hermit is all about self-introspection and finding out, you know, what's important to you, thinking about what the hell you really want. Okay. So it's predicting that you will be in this kind of like separation, this stagnant energy until he feels ready. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is a card of timing. And I have no doubt. I do feel like he feels a connection with you as well. Melissa, okay? He is a soulmate, but we have many soulmates, okay? That doesn't mean he's a life partner. But yeah, I just feel like right now he's just not ready for a relationship. He still wants to play the field, okay? So people have to understand someone can love you, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're ready to commit to you, though. Okay. But I do feel like you and him will reconcile. He may not be ready for a relationship until like I'm getting like the 9th month, which is September. What are we now? July, August, September. Yeah, it could maybe be like September, even going into October. Potentially, he could feel like he's ready to stop playing, but right now he's still playing. Okay. Yeah. See, clarifying the Knight of Wands is the King of Wands. He still wants to fuck around. Okay. So it could be one of those things to where maybe he will not come back to you until he is ready for a relationship, okay? Because he knows what you want. Yeah, clarifying the Two of Swords and the Two of Cups. You are soulmates. He knows that, but he's also, you know, in some kind of, you know, energy to where it's like, I love this girl. I have feelings, but I don't think I'm ready to commit. I don't think I'm ready to, you know, I still want to play the fucking field, okay? Same cards at the bottom of the deck. Hangman, Hermit. He could have Virgo in his chart. Let me see what's there. Queen of Cups. Yeah, because the thing is, he feels a strong pull to you. He does. He feels it too. You know, his heart definitely wants you. And I feel like you guys are very compatible. But, you know, what can you do if he just don't want that right now? You can't force him. So it's going to be, the ball will be in his court ultimately. Yeah. Something about waiting once again. Hangman. But I wouldn't recommend that you just sit around waiting, okay? You know, life keeps going with or without him, okay? And you should obviously continue to keep yourself open to other opportunities and don't just put all your eggs in one basket with him right now, okay? The connection is mutual, but I just don't think he's ready, okay? Let's see, Melissa and Danielle. Charity, you can go ahead with your question. It says, wait, the timing is not right. So, like we already said a million times, you know, the timing may not be right now. Okay. This connection is passionate, but not enduring right now. So, you know, it will just mostly be a sexual thing, okay? And whatnot for right now. This person is unable to give you all you deserve. Readings are closing in the next 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Charity. What is your sign? Who's coming toward us? Charity and love, please. Charity and love. Who's coming towards her and love? Charity. Okay, so who's coming towards you in love here? You said a Libra. We have the Four of Wands. Could be Aries. Doesn't have to be. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Could be Aquarius. We have the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Who's coming to charity and love? I wonder if this is someone that you've been kind of waiting on or you feel frustrated with, okay? I kind of feel like this may be somebody that you're in separation with, but I do see that you're going to come out of it, okay? If this don't sound like anyone you know, then it could also be saying that maybe you've been in a period of isolation, okay? Maybe you've been just kind of keeping to yourself here, and maybe you're coming out of that, and you may be ready to obviously mingle, right? The Four of Wands is mingle. Yeah, so I do feel like you're coming out of separation with somebody. Yeah, we do have earth energy here. Okay. But you're also coming into some kind of joyful energy here with somebody, whether that's you meeting somebody that you have strong compatibility with, who is going to be wanting to build something with you, or somebody who's coming out of separation with you and wanting to make things work with you, okay? Because whoever this person is, they want to build with you. The Three of Pentacles is here, okay? But it's going to be up to you. I understand you saying he's not the man for you. I can't make any comments on that, okay? This is just who is coming towards you and what they want. Okay, so we do have Virgo, Sagittarius energy as well. I don't know. I strongly feel like this is somebody who you know already, okay, who's coming back to try to rebuild things with you appropriately here, okay? So whatever they did before, it seems like maybe they're coming back with another strategy. Okay. Maybe they're coming back different. Okay. It's going to be up to you if you invest in this again or not. Okay. But I don't think that it's not worth investing into, because if anything, I mean, it does show the compatibility. It shows you guys have, you both want to build something long-lasting, something that's based on a solid foundation with each other. Okay. And the Magician is also that energy of somebody who's willing to put in the work, who's willing to put in the energy, the effort, who's willing to do whatever it takes for it to work with you. So, I mean, hey, it's up to you. Okay. Person could even like ask you on a date or something like that. Yeah. Okay, well, that is who is coming towards you in love right now. And, you know, whatever you decide to do with them is your personal own free will. Even though the universe is supporting this connection and suggesting that you do, but if you don't, you just don't. Okay. Yeah, so you have a new love or recommitment to love is developing. Okay, so it could be a brand new person or just a recommitment to something that you already have built with somebody here. Okay. So this is showing that it could be harmonious. It could bring about stability. There could be security here, but it's your free will and choice. Um, Bottom of the deck says second chance. This relationship deserves a second chance. And this relationship can stand the test of time. So if you don't want him, good luck, honey, because it's a lot of people out here who wish they had a spread like that. Okay? And that will be dying for that kind of energy. Okay? But it's up to you. Okay, so let's see who is next. Marella. Okay, Benson's thoughts and feelings towards Marella. Okay, I'm gonna do feelings. Okay. What are Benson's feelings towards Marella? Benson's feelings for Marella. Eli, you can tell people I am now closed. Girl, look, Benson is feeling, he's definitely feeling like you're wifey material, something like that, okay? He feels like you're wifey material. He feels like you're the full course meal, honey. The full course meal. Point blank, period. And I do feel like he also associates you with being someone who could potentially make him very happy. He could be very happy with, emotionally fulfilled, and all these things. Okay. There's really nothing else I can say, Morella, because it's really that straight to the point. He sees you as a potential wife. Okay. The Queen of Wands, not only are you sexy or attractive or anything like that, you have depth to you. So it's more than just attraction. It's like a deep, respect that he has for you. It's a deep love that he has towards you. And he sees more in you than just, sex or something basic. Okay. His feelings appear to be affectionate and pure when it comes to you. Okay. He may be a little, I don't know, shocked. I don't know why he's shocked for her. Perhaps, he's never had like a woman like you. Okay, so there's a little wow factor here with you. But yeah, he definitely recognizes your worth for sure. He sees you, honey. This man sees you. Okay. I don't know if you're pregnant or something, but if you were, I could see why he feels like wow. But yeah. So let's see what are Orkizi's intentions with is it Sai? Orkizi's intentions with Sai, please. And what are his intentions? What What are his intentions? His intentions is the Six of Pentacles. Okay. So as an intention, that is to give whatever you're giving him. Okay, like I feel like he's looking for balance. You know, he could potentially want whatever he puts out, he expects it to be reciprocated. Okay, so perhaps he wants to have some sort of balance, you know, dynamic between you and him in the month of July. Whatever you're giving him, he may be trying to balance that out this month. Okay, and reciprocate. Keys his intentions with Psy. Keys his intentions with Psy or Keezy. You have the Eight of Cups. I don't know. I don't know what kind of dynamic you and him have. Are you, I mean, is he being reciprocal right now? Okay. Are you being reciprocal? These are the questions that I need answered. Keys his intentions with Psy. The Sun. It fell on the floor. So I do feel like I feel like I ain't gonna lie, okay? And this might scare you a little bit, but I feel like he needs to kind of walk away from something spiritually in order to have balance with you in the future. Because I feel like even though you talk, like I feel like energetically he could be breadcrumbing you. Okay, I don't know if you intuitively pick up on that. Like he's not fully like I wouldn't even say just open. Okay, but yeah, this is something like that. Okay, that I feel like he knows that he needs, because I have the Emperor reverse, that he knows he needs to walk away from. And it could be his ego, because he could have an ego even if you don't see it now, because he's a new person. Okay. Sometimes it takes everybody perfect in the beginning, right? Everybody look like this and say this, but as time goes on, you could potentially see more of his egoistic side just a little bit. And I feel like spiritually he knows he's gonna have to work on that. Okay. Yeah, because you have the Tower here, and the Tower is like, I feel like meeting you, you're meant to, oh my God, that is crazy. So you are meant to shatter his ego. Okay, because first of all, you're a Libra, you're going to need balance. And I feel like he knows that with you, he can't just have an ego like that. Okay, everybody wear a mask in the beginning. So even if with what I'm telling you, you may think, no, I mean, he's talking to me all day, every day. And he's that. Well, that's how it all starts off. Okay. But I feel like at some point, I don't know when it's going to be. Okay. He may show these egoistic ways and you may feel breadcrumbed. Okay. Exactly. Yeah. So I feel like you may challenge him at some point, and you are meant to shake him up and make him drop that ego that he got. Okay, because the Spirit card is here, which is the card of intuition. So not only are you going to tell him about it, but he's going to know that I cannot do that with this girl. I cannot breadcrumb her. I have to give the way she's given to me. Okay, on all levels. Okay, he's used to walking around with an ego. Okay, the Emperor and the Sun are two strong cards of an ego-based person. Aries and Leo energy here. Okay, so he may have gotten away with that shit in the past with other people. Okay, but you are going to be the one to shatter his ego. Okay. See, you are the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, High Priestess. Okay. So with the High Priestess, you know, you're connected to spirit, and I feel like spiritually, he knows he cannot fuck with you. Okay. Um, he's gonna become more spiritual dealing with you. Okay. So he may walk away at some point. I don't know when it will be, but eventually he's gonna have to, you know, stop the ego shit and come correct. Okay. Yeah, Seven of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like at first he may kind of like be in denial about his ego towards you. Okay. Even though spiritually he know that he can't act like that with you, towards you, he may become like breadcrumby in the future. Okay. And I feel like your boundaries, you're going to communicate that. Okay. And as a result, boom, he's going to walk away, but it's going to be temporary until he fucking get his mind right. Okay. And he come at you ready to give the way that you deserve here. Okay. So that's why that's coming out for intentions, because I do feel like this man spiritually knows that he's hiding his true egoistic ways from you, but he knows he's gonna have to get rid of it. Okay? Thank you, baby. That's so cute of you. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, honey. I really love and appreciate that. Really nice of you. Yeah. Libra is pay the piper karmically. So anybody coming in contact with a Libra or even a Libra moon, because I'm a Libra moon, baby, if you come over here with that breadcrumb shit, boy, I am going to goddamn rip you a new asshole. Okay? Simple as that. I'm not doing that unbalanced shit no more. If I'm not getting what I'm putting out, I'm done. Simple. You know, all that over giving, you know, benefit of the doubt. Oh, maybe, nope. No more, no more, no more. It's either, you know, we doing the same things for each other. I got your back, you know, like you got my back. Or we just not doing this shit at all. Simple. Because I'm that way exactly as a Libra moon. Like I just, in the past, like I would give so much of myself, like, and always excuse the other person's behavior. Oh, he didn't da because of this. Da 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 da. Like, no, I'm not doing that shit no more. Okay. Now I'm definitely very ruthless. I'm not showing you or giving you shit. Okay. I ain't giving you a motherfucking thing until I see some shit from you. Bye. Okay. Anyway, where's it going for? Where's it going for? Shit. Sai and what's his name? Okizi. Where's it going for Sai and Okizi? The sun again. Okay, so again, with what I just said to you, Sai, it's the same kind of. That reading was already talking about that energy, you know, with where this could be going. What I just said is basically where it could go. Okay. Yeah, so I do feel like right, go ahead and beat it. Get lost. Go play in traffic. Okay. What is it going for Sai and Okizi? High Priestess, Wheel of Fortune. So again, there's going to be some sort of turn of events, okay, with him. And I do, the Sun is a good card, but you have to understand, any card could be good or bad. It just depends on the whole spread. All the cards are going to tell one story, okay? There is no good or bad card. It just depends on what the overall message is. Ooh, I got hiccups. So you have death and you have strength. Okay, so this could happen during Leo season. Okay. This could happen during Leo season to where things kind of, the dynamic changes to where he may be more egotistical. I already told you about that. Strength and the sun are both Leo cards, and Leo rules the ego. It's the sun. Okay, so it's all about center of attention. It's all about the self, you know, being self-centered. So I feel like even though the dynamic may be equal right now on the surface, I feel like there could potentially be a turn of events, possibly during Leo season, to where you would see him, you would see what I'm talking about. To where he's more like in his ego about shit. He may hold back from you, stuff like that. Okay. The Nine of Cups is also a card of self-fulfillment. It will show up when you're being a little selfish. Okay. So that's basically where I feel like it's going right now. Okay. But again, High Priestess, this is a spiritual card. So this is the card linked to intuition. So I feel like it's no need to panic about it, because I feel like there's some sort of karmic lesson for him in mastering his ego and conquering that part of him. Okay. And I do feel like with due time, yes, he will get over that ego, but you will find yourself going through some kind of change with him to where he starts acting like that. Okay. Yeah. You have the shadow card. So shadow is all about the shadow side. So even though he's showing you whatever he's showing right now, I do feel like underneath it all is an ego problem. Okay. Okay, Z, what's next for where is this headed? For Sai and Okizi. Ten of Cups. But the thing about it is that he knows that you are potentially this person that could bring him this happiness, you know, in the future. The Ten of Cups is a really good card. This is the family card. This is the happily ever after. Okay. I feel like he does want that future with you, but before he could even get there, he gotta shed that ego. Okay. Yeah. Because bottom of the deck is a Seven of Swords. This is a card of, you know, wearing a false mask. You're hiding things. And in this case, I feel like he may hide his ego from you in some way, shape, or form. But I think that you're pretty intuitive and you will be able to pick up on it despite him doing that. Okay. Oh my God, girl. He might have some Leo in his chart. He might have, I don't know if you know his chart, but he could have like a Leo moon, Leo Venus, or he just has some Leo placements, because all the Leo cards are coming out for him. Strength, King of Wands, and the Sun. Okay. He gonna have to work on himself for sure. Okay. So I do feel like, you know, yeah, see, now we have the intention card. Okay. So that's why I was trying to tell you, his intention, he knows he's going to have to work on that and change that, or else he going to play himself out of you. Simple as that. Okay. He could have some Leo on his chart. Where's it going for Sai and Casey? Yeah, you have the Ten of Pentacles reverse. So I feel like, you know, the idea of him is, or even being with him seems to be a better reality for you than the reality. Okay. Because I feel like even you can picture yourself with him, and in the future, like, you may be in love with this image and the fantasy of it, you know, the idealistic part of it. Okay. I'm hearing Spirit tell you, don't be so focused on potential all the time. Okay. Because I feel like in the past, that's kind of how you were. You were focused on, well, he could become this, he could eventually. It's like you were so in love with the version of the man in the future compared to who he is right now. Okay. So, and that is a Libra trait, because even me as a Libra moon, I've done that, and I hate myself because I've done that. Like, you fall in love with the potential of someone rather than who they really are. You sit there and idolize romantic scenarios and shit. Picture the wedding, and it's a little bit of a Libra moon, a Libra delulu. Okay, but don't get caught up in that. Okay, because I feel like with how he's going to be, there's no way that you could have something long term with this man until he changes that. Okay. So I feel like Spirit saying, look, don't give him shit. Four of Pentacles is a card of holding on. Don't give him anything of yourself. Do not overextend until he's reciprocating the way he needs to be. And that is materialistically, emotionally, physically, mentally. Okay. So that's what I see right now for you guys. And I feel like he could even test you at times to see if you're the type to put up with that shit. Okay. So sometimes, I don't know, it just feels a little bit manipulative. Okay. Like, he's somebody who's used to getting his way, I feel, with the women of his past. Like, he could get his way. And they probably don't call him out. They don't really stand on business with him. Okay. So I do feel like standing on business with him is important. Okay. Because that's what's going to show him you mean what you said. Okay. And he's going to have to change his behavior if he sees you're serious. Okay. It's not you tell him about himself and then, you let him keep getting away with the same egoistic behavior. No. Okay. All right. What does sign need to know about this connection with Okizi? Sign Okizi's connection. Oh my fuck, I knew it. Oh my God, girl, I knew it. He will learn early this week. I knew it. One person is giving too much in this relationship. So, at some point in your connection, you will start to feel there's a balance shift. Okay? Yeah. And you're going to have to stand on business with him, okay? Take time to get to know each other. Obviously, don't rush into anything. Okay? Don't let your feelings run amok. Control yourself. Control your feelings as well, because I feel like he's going to be doing that. Yeah. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you to let go. So I kind of feel like don't have your control issues with the situation. Okay? You say what it is and then let it be that. Now he has to do the work. Simple as that. He's going to have to do it. And if he don't, that's also okay. Spirit wants you to know it's also okay. If he's not willing to step up and change that part of him, that's okay. You will still get your happily ever after, but, you have to put your foot down and stand on business, okay? Because I feel like he's very headstrong. And one thing about him is if he sees any kind of weakness in you, he's going to play on that. Okay? Yeah. He's going to play on that. So, one thing about him, he needs a strong-minded woman that's going to put his ass clean in his place. Okay? Because I feel like the women of his past were probably very, weak, mentally weak and stuff like that. Weak on their boundaries, stuff like that. But yeah, no, it's not a terrible reading. But again, he just needs to um, get his, bring more balance. Okay. And again, you can tell him about stuff like that, but I wouldn't advise just starting that conversation like that. Oh, well, you need I got a reading. And okay, don't go about it like that. Okay. Do not go about it like that. Just let things fall the way they will. Communicate your standards, your expectations with equal give and take, and then that's it. That's it. Okay. If at that point he continues to, and just observe him, right? If he continues to, have that imbalance and you feel it and no changes, nothing like that, excuse yourself from him, okay? Okay. All right, y'all. So I'm getting off of here. It is late, okay? Thank you to all of you who participated. Thank you, as always, Eli. You're welcome. Good night.